Hey y'all, what's going on? It's Barb Meets World, and honey, so many crazy things have been happening in these Bravo streets, y'all. You already can tell based on the thumbnail. We about to get into all of the things. We will be saving the best for last, though, so make sure you stick around for that. And when I say we, you already know I would be remiss if I didn't have one of my favorite people ever up here to join me, which just happens to be California Cutie, my good sis. We are
one of my favorite places to be, baby.
I know. I'm so happy you're here. Wow. Yeah. Like when I say my phone, like the notifications is crazy. I keep looking outside to see if like pigs are flying or anything because like it's just so crazy, y'all.
It's so before your time. Come on, Flo from Alice. When pigs fly. Come on, girl.
I don't know what's going on though. Like I knew it was gonna, I knew certain things were gonna transpire, but you just never know until you know, y'all. But nonetheless, we got some good, we got some bad, we got some ugly, we got some fashion, we got new shows, we got so much to talk about. So I don't want to, keep you all. I want to jump right into it, but you already know I need you guys to do a couple things for me, which include liking the video. We are streaming both of our channels, so hit the like button on both channels, subscribe to both channels. Also share us with all of your folks down wherever your folks are, find them and send them our way. Make sure your notification bell is always on so you know every single time we upload or go live or whatever. And drop down in the comments if you're not seeing this live and you're catching on the replay. Shout outs to you all in the replay gang. But we want to hear from you all too, on what you guys think as far as all of these new revelations. We have like one of everything. When I say we have,
I'm sorry. I send out some notifications, so if my phone is ringing and tinging and dinging, it's because like sharing is caring, and so I've been sharing. So that's what that is. And I'm going to go turn my light on real quick because it's about to get. Well, the sun is going down. It's dusk. It's gonna get dusk in a minute. I'm gonna go turn my light on real quick so I won't be in the dark. So I'm still here. I can hear you. I'm right here in the room.
It is, it's definitely about to get dark over here, in California, which usually we're on, in the day and all that, y'all, but we wanted to give you guys like a Friday night show. Like, why wouldn't we want to, let me put the comments up here too. Why wouldn't we want to come to you guys on like a Friday night? So, grab you some wine or whatever you want to drink, pull us up on your phone, the big screen, whatever. And let's just talk about all of the things. What do we got in chat? Hey, Ray. Make sure you guys are following Ray. She makes great content over there. So
absolutely does. My girl.
Give her a subscription, follow, whatever you want to call it. Give her one.
Become a subby. Become a subby. Okay. Become an all-dayer. Become an all-day. Ray. I'm gonna need 10%. They all-dayers.
Don't get me started.
I just playing. You know I love you. I'm just playing. But yeah, that'll be your day oneers, your all-dayers. Okay. I'm just saying.
This I don't know. Girl, I don't know what she's trying to pull. That's the thing. And again, I want to save that for last, of course, but just to kind of open it up with saying, like, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know what she's trying to pull. I don't know what we're watching. I don't know what I've watched for 13 episodes now. I don't know what happened or didn't happen. I'm just so mind blown.
You know what are we watching? Guess what we watching, sister? I don't know if everybody else is watching. We are watching Black Mirror. We are in an episode.
That's a good comparison.
Yes, we are definitely in an episode of Black Mirror. Specifically,
story with
specifically the one with it's called Bette Nior. My boyfriend's been working for Barney's and it was Bernie's. I was like, wait, what? So yeah, literally it's like, am I seeing what I'm seeing? Did you get Kenya fired? It wasn't your wait, it was stuff going on and it was wrong and it was information misleading and it was It was too much. It was too much.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Your toenail. Oh, is it the big one? I remember one of my first hikes in combat training. Like I forget how far we hiked. It wasn't even that far looking back on it, but we hiked for some miles, and I remember right after both of my big toenails fell off, and that's why I have the issues I have now. Yeah, so trust me, I get it. But I'm glad you're there. I hope they get it taken care of. You're not in too much pain. Take it easy if you can, for the rest of the weekend, maybe. And yeah, we'll definitely be praying
for you, honey. And speedy recovery. Because that just sounds painful. And then
literally, I can feel
this nail right here. This nail right here is on pain. It's on pain. Okay, this nail. If it get when it
you probably
touched,
you cracked it.
It's it's cracked. I've been trying to take it off. It hurts. All I'm saying is it hurts. And so you're on the toe where you walk. I don't walk on these. I use them, but they don't. Yeah, no. Okay, different. So prayers. We speedy recovery. Ray. Thank you. I love my Ray for real.
I know. Like let me drop my shoulders down. I'm like literally so tense.
I'm like this too. You see me?
You
roll them down.
I'm about to get okay. A lot of stuff is going to be said tonight. I am so excited. I'm just like I feel good. It's been a day, but I feel good. I was excited to get down here and talk to you guys. Like I feel like I can, of course, be myself always and be unadulterated and all the things. And
then it's Friday night.
Literally.
Hey, Monique. But yes, it's Friday.
I didn't just get paid, but it is Friday night. Yeah, we're here.
I got paid on Wednesday because I'm working now. I'm a working gal. I'm a double working gal. I got 2 jobs.
I mean, technically, I got money on the way. What the?
Uh-oh.
A $31.
The big toe.
Yeah, actually, I do got like $32 tip. Wow. Okay. Anyway, so I'll take it. Always a good thing. So, yeah, it's still Gemini season, so I think that like the everything that's like good coming to me right now is because it's my season, y'all.
That's right. Claim it. No, you're not annoying because one of either my moon, my something is in Gemini too. So I was like, that's why I get along with my Geminis. I get along with everybody. But literally, because I'm a Libra. I'm gonna weigh my own. I'm gonna weigh my own options and how they look and what they do to other people. Ain't got shit to do with me. And so I just,
I love a Libra. I have like one of each. I feel like sign as a friend or someone close to me. Except for I don't think I have any like close like Aries. And if you guys are watching, you're Aries. Like I'm not shading you. I just don't think I have any close Aries or
all my business partners. Not all. Most of my business partners were Aries, and then my husband, which is my marriage sign to Aries, because we're the 12 and the 6. So Aries is always around me.
I always have a Cancer.
So yours is Cancer. Okay.
Mm-hmm. A Leo, Virgos. I love Virgos. Me and
my bestie's a Virgo and my sister's a Virgo.
Sagittarius.
And they born on the same day too. I like my business partners, Saggies and Aries for me. Those are my business partners.
They're like I think it's called karmic partners, meaning like y'all just look that up. But I've only dealt with them a few times, and yeah, it was an interesting experience.
Stay right here and say hi to Barb.
I guess like they're very impactful. I'll say that very impactful connections between Geminis and Sagittarius. So anyway, y'all, it's already been 9 minutes. We about to be here for like 20.
So we need to hit a 10-minute mark so we can cuss. Never mind, because there's
gonna be a lot of that tonight.
We what we do is cuss with an echo. I mean, with a whisper. Let me tell you how happy I am. Let me tell you how happy I am about the new StreamYard and how I can see the comments and I can have a full picture in the comments is right here.
I don't have to like.
But so I have no notes right now because the only thing is like when I have my notes up, when I put my notes up, I have them on the screen with me, so I can look into the camera and not look like, like I'm looking into the camera. I think, I don't know, because I'm looking underneath, but like literally when I'm looking into the camera, I'll get my notes right here. I don't have any notes because we're going right off the fly. Whatever you say, because remember, I wasn't in the know. Like literally, my sis called me like,
"Oh, I almost wish I wasn't in the know because it was like my mind was
I have no idea.
Every single time I refresh my screen, like the first thing I see is this. The first thing like, what is going? Anyway, okay, y'all. So
I have no idea. I can't wait for you to lead and me to just go off the fly but I love that I can see the comments. It's beautiful.
Oh no, we're not going there yet. Let's go with some, subtle,
some lightness,
I guess. Y'all, so you probably already heard by now. There's gonna be some new shows coming to Bravo. Okay. First things first, we see that there's going to be a Real Housewives of Rhode Island, apparently. Set against the shores of the Ocean State. The Real Housewives franchise expands into the world of a tight-knit circle of Rhode Islanders who have deep community roots and families that go back generations, with aspirational lives, thriving businesses, and tangled family dynamics. These decade-long friendships prove that in a state this small, there's no escaping your past or each other. How do we feel about taking things to Rhode Island, y'all? I'll start by saying, was definitely like literally, when I heard we're going to Rhode Island. At the same time, I am not a person that likes to knock something until I try it, until I go there, until I experience it, whatever. So who knows? Rhode Island might have a lot to give. I just I've never been above New York State, like upstate New York. I haven't been to like Rhode Island or any of the New England states or anything like that. I got to get up there. But I definitely am happy to see them going to new places, of course. And I always think it's interesting too, like that says Rhode Island. So, because when you think about it, isn't most of the Potomac, Rhode Island? Yeah. So I was just thinking about how sometimes I feel like it's different, and I feel like that's where a lot of the difference lies sometimes, of like if it's the whole like state that we're focusing on, or ladies are going to be in a city altogether, or the county or whatever. And I'm only saying that because I feel like that's where we get a lot of that additional commentary from. And it's like, oh, Wendy lives in Pennsylvania pretty much, or this person lives over there. And I feel like I like to see the ladies like in their homes, in their own like elements and stuff like that. And I feel like sometimes when the geographical location is too big, I feel like we don't get to see them all the time, like at each other's like homes and hosting things at their homes and stuff like that. So I do hope, I mean, they say, I went on a tangent, but they say, close families and stuff like that. So I guess we'll get some of that. I like to see that. I really like to see the families and all that. I don't feel like we get that on every single franchise. So I'm hoping to see that. I'm hoping to see some real life stuff. Like I don't want any pew-pews or any language like that used. I want it to be the real deal. So let me get off my soapbox. What say you?
Because I've never been to the East Coast. I've never been on the East Coast at all, ever.
I gotta take you home with me. What am I?
Can you please? I would love to go to Jersey. I would love to. I'm always happy to see different areas. If it's Queens, if it's Rhode Island, if it's New Jersey, if it's Brooklyn, whatever it is, I just want to go. I just want to go. So I'm here for a new show.
Yeah, I mean, you're typically open-minded about 90% of things. / we'll find the good in a lot of.
I'm gonna find, because you're not, because I feel like everything there's a learning lesson or there's something to be said. Hey, my son.
Hi. Oh, I love that picture.
I do too.
Yeah,
But yeah, I just want. I'm eager to learn. I'm eager to learn because I like if y'all if it was up to me and I had my own um not podcast, but my own housewife, my whole own franchise, and could give you the best of LA and what I did. Like I literally, I'm so mad. Me and my sisters and my girlfriends, we are not that we're mad. Oh my grandbaby's in here. She just walked in. Y'all hear a noise? It's her. But literally, if we could have been in the era where everything was on the phone and our life and what we did, it would have been nuts. Is what I what like some of my you know some of my stories.
I feel like yeah, like just not even just taking it back to when I was coming up. I sound like I'm like 75 years
38
old.
years, 45, 22, 50,
Y'all
11.
know what I mean, though. To your point, like I think about that all the time. Like with social media, a phone, a camera, like if all that was like really what it is today, like I wouldn't be sitting here. I'd probably be, I don't know. I'll let you guys fill in the blanks on that one, but could you just imagine? Like, oh my goodness.
So yeah, I say that to say that sometimes because we have that, we need to take advantage of what we can see and what real people are gonna bring. And not this sugar coated or watered down version of what because that's what reality is about. Really, is to get to know the city, what goes on in this city or city, Martha Vineyard, Summer, all those places on the deck. I don't watch that one, but I'm just saying all these different places that you might not ever go to, that you might not be able to afford to go or never even thought to do. Your baby, yes. The fact that they can bring it to our living rooms and we can choose to go or not go. I love that. And so that's why I always keep can you close my door? And so with that, I just like the fact that if you can bring something like I would have never watched Martha Vineyard. Like I I shouldn't say that. I would have never watched it, but because it was black people on there, I was like, let me check it out. When I tell you I love that show, love, and why I want to go, I just want to go, and then the history, and then like the breakdown of it. I'm like, okay, this is what I'm talking about. Like it's just not about so much housewives, or it's just the different content that we get to watch, and how it's at our fingertips so easily. I love that, and I sometimes wish that I would have got a little bit of that I had an archive to go to. How I don't know, millennials are the youngest. I don't know what the youngest group of
No, it's like I can't remember right now, but it's like Alpha Bravo, I don't
not the babies. No, I'm saying when the cell phones became so popular that was y'all way of being and doing things, and that was y'all thing. Is that I feel like it was the millennials. You guys had
yeah.
that.
We were
right?
we were the last to like know what life was like without the internet, and also we were the first to
bring the internet in.
I complain and like I said before, like, oh my God, life would have been so different or all those things. But don't ever get me wrong, y'all. I love to have been born in '94. I feel like we got the best of both worlds and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like
that's what I
in script, but I also know how to, work Excel. Like it's yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So my daughter, you're 94, my daughter's 92. And so with that, like I saw the transition and how she had to teach me about the internet more so than I had to teach her about life. And it was like it was a flip in dynamics, and it was really dope. So
Yeah.
what I say to still say that I just wish sometimes that I had more stuff archived so that I could have receipts. That would be the better word. Like I do have receipts. I did. But they're not like as big as I could have them because during that time we really just had like a disposable camera, or you had the camera that could hold things, but that came still later on.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know what I mean? So I just like that we can, bringing it back to where we talking about, I just like that we can literally go into people's backyards, meaning their cities, see how they live, see how they do, and either say, you know, that's a place I want to visit, or you know what, that's not where I want to visit. It's close to an area that I want to visit. I might go there if I can, but for the most part, yes or no. I just like that we have that at our disposal. I think that's dope in this time.
I agree. And y'all, we say all that to say, so you know that we are two people that are open to going to new cities and maybe disbanding other cities. So yeah, we'll get to that. Swap, the Real Housewives edition. When a Real Housewife takes off her stilettos and steps into a Real Housewife shoes, all bets are off as two of entertainment's most iconic franchises are mashed up, leading to laugh out loud moments, personal epiphanies, and an opportunity to see if the grass is truly greener. Interesting. I think it's an interesting concept. On one hand, I was like, oh wait, no, it would be cooler to see like housewife and housewife, but no, screw that. I do think it's cool to see your average chick switch lives with freaking Wendy Osefo. Like I would love to go teach some students. No, I probably shouldn't do that. But
yeah,
but yeah, no, I think that's a cool concept. I like to see, that's why I personally like the traders and stuff like that too, to see those types of whether it's like a game show or just not something that can turn too toxic too fast. I like to see those different types of reality, realistic type shows. And going back to the point where we're making about just seeing how other people live and what's going on over there, and then seeing that person interact with like Happy Eddie. Like it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny.
Like literally, because like I don't know, for because I live in California, we're home of the gangbangers, and it's just funny because like people don't get, for the people that don't get to get out of Los Angeles, that are of that kind of life, and they don't think past the beach and then anything east goes like, yeah, no, they don't even think past Vegas. I will go with that. And so they only think LA or Vegas. Those
Driving
two things.
to his house, like wow, can you imagine? Right.
So I say to say, like literally, this is why we need more places to see so that we can have more places to go. Same thing with food. Like, when they have these different places where you go get good food and you don't know that it's so bomb or whatever, you would never try it. And somebody go try it and like, oh, this is where you can go. Go eat this at this spot if you go there. So like, I just like that part. And then it's still networking at the same time.
Yeah, no, I think that's about it. It's nice to, I'm sure some different connections will get made, and just seeing people in different light. Or it's kind of like The Simple Life. If you guys ever watch that, or just Wife Swap. It's
when
always
when you were saying it, I was thinking swap.
The lady that never lifted a finger to do anything, doesn't sweep, doesn't cook, doesn't clean, doesn't do any of those things, is now outside milking a cow. Like that's always a cool thing to see. So y'all let us know in the comments if you are going to be checking for that one too. Ladies of London is back with a new wave of British blue bloods, ambitious American expats, and glamorous international socialites. As tradition clashes with the fast-paced, globalized world, these power players redefine what it means to be a woman of status in one of the most iconic cities in the world. Here, connections are currency, and the crown isn't the only thing up for grabs. Like the whole crown, like British monarchy and that whole thing, like I don't really ever dive into that too much. I know there's a lot, just so much to know with all that. To be honest, I didn't even know like the queen, like I didn't even know she was married until she passed away. So I'm just so far.
Wait, I have no idea she was married. You just
see? Exactly.
So he's not the king. She's just the queen.
He's I think he's the duke. I think he's a duke. That's what I mean. Like the king. Oh yeah, he's the king. Then no, that's not how that works. Like
he's the queen. He's the duke because he's not the king from
his currency
lineage. The lineage is not him. Okay,
her mother. Yeah, that passed on her. So, again, I'm saying that, y'all, because I mean, I guess, you know, whatever, I'll check it out because it looks like, who knows, we might not have nothing else to watch that is currently on the list. So yeah, I guess I'll give it a gander, whatever. What in the Valley Persian style WT. Yeah. Reza, Gigi, and MJ share an unbreakable bond, one built on years of friendship, fiery clashes, and the kind of history that never fades. They also share a deep connection to their Persian culture, something that runs just as strong in the group of friends they now call family. As they take on the next stage of life in the Valley, their world is bigger than their circle is bolder, and their challenges are more real than ever. As we'll see, their next chapter in life isn't quieter, it's just more complicated. I mean, I've heard of these people, I've heard of obviously the Valley and stuff like that. I'll probably pass on this one just because I don't know their history like that. But
wait a minute, it's the Valley and it's Persian style.
They're Persian. So I guess this is like a spin-off. Well, what does WT stand for? I don't know what that stands for, but I mean, I'm not familiar with them, so I probably won't. But I mean,
but this is that first season though?
No, I've heard of them before. They've been on before.
Okay, I've never heard of them. I'm sorry.
Y'all let us know if you're gonna be checking that out. And I think that's it for that. So y'all like the video. Let's move on to something else. Y'all, like, I was not kidding when I said I have we got so many things to talk about.
Right.
Not ready to talk about things yet. So why don't we talk about like some fashions then? Why not that? So if there's any Real Housewives of Miami watchers out there, y'all, the girls are coming back on the 11th next week. So let me know if you guys are gonna be watching. I'm not gonna be reviewing it or anything like that, but I definitely be live tweeting, live whatever, y'all know what I mean, when it comes on, and still, you know, like to talk to you guys on there about it if you guys do watch. But I love that their colors pink because, you know, I love
pink. Of course you do.
But yeah,
pink is definitely my birthstone. Pink,
which yeah, I'm wearing pink accents today, so you know, and never be too much pink, y'all. But this is Lisa. She just looks like she's
so short. That's a little bitty lady. So
she's small.
Petite. She's a very petite lady.
That's just classic Lisa to me. Nothing really much to it. It's kind of like a rose goldy or like a is that blush? No, I can't think of that.
Oh, it kind of looked like a rose gold blush mix. I can see both of those in that.
Yeah, I mean, the pose is whatever. I pose like that sometimes. Not doing too much, but she looks cute enough, I guess.
Yeah, I like it. I the background, the pink on the pink with pink, and then a hot pink, and then the pink, and then the gold, and the pink. Yes, it goes. It goes. If I did this same pose, because I am 5'6.5", and I'm gonna get my half because I was 5'7" at one time. Because I'm a lady of a particular age, I'm shrinking, and so I'm going to take my little half, and so I'm 5'6.5".
Mm-hmm.
I'm 5'6.5", and because I feel like if I was in the same pose, the same thing, my legs would be on top of the top layer behind her. You see where her hip is?
Okay.
So my leg would be up there, and I wouldn't fit in this little gold arch. So for me, it's making her look shorter.
I mean,
I
I
don't
think that's
know.
low couches anyway. Like, I think that's
They
one
are
of the.
probably low couches, but I think that
like the back doesn't look tall.
I think instead of being straight on, I think they should have angled her like a little bit lower so she looks like she's standing up a little bit more. But all in all, sexy dress. She looks like a sexy little young lady. I don't know how she is because I haven't watched Miami. My sis been telling me to get on, and I'm trying to get on with the get along. So I'm gonna try to get on with the get along, of course. And so I don't know this lady, so I'm literally giving you my honest opinion without, no prejudice. Like I'm not prejudging her at all. But nice picture.
Yeah, it's not doing.
It gives me that she's fun. I don't know her, but she's giving me. I'm a fun girl.
I could. Okay, I'll give you that. Yeah. Okay. This is Alexia. Are those?
Oh, Cowherd? Is that Cowherd?
Like they're like safety pin, like not real safety pins, but I guess she was trying to do like a. I'm not crazy about it. Her hair always looks like this. Just because like the actual style of the actual dress. It's like giving me like pageant, but like all the details, the jewelry, like I said, that safety pin type of thing. It's like trying to like edge it up, but like I don't know. I still not.
The dress didn't get elevated. It didn't elevate like she thought it was. That's what it is. Because she was trying to make it. She was trying to make it funky, but it didn't. It fell flat. I don't know. Especially with it being a pink theme, I feel like unless this dress is pink, is it pink?
It's not the salamander, Alexia.
It is pink. It is though. It is. It's not white.
It's just not.
Okay, I don't know because the shoes with that black in it is just like it's not. It's.
I don't think that. I think
like when I look at the picture, I literally go straight to her shoes because the shoes is black and white, or not even black and white. It just I don't know. The black in the shoe is taken away from the pink in the dress. If that makes sense, that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, it's throwing my eyes off the.
Okay, because like literally when I look at them, like
style, and y'all know I'm all about mixing styles and whatever, being creative with your looks, but it's not. I want it to be like more relaxed, or maybe it's the slit. I don't know. It's like totally opposite aesthetics exist together, and something's off for me. Next up,
no, Ray killed me. Harpo, who this woman?
Girl, tied up and yeah, that's why I'm telling you guys need to get on it because Alexi's about to be going through it this
lady right here. The lady, the one that we just saw.
Yeah, she's getting divorced.
Okay. Okay.
And they just got married like 2 seasons before that. A season.
Goodbye. Good night. Goodbye. Okay,
this is Larsa Pippen.
Okay. So let me tell you how I'm enlightened by Larsa Pippen. She was on something with New York. What is that? What is it? That her and New York was on the same show. What is the? Yes. So that's how because I don't watch Miami. I watch
her ex-husband, obviously.
Say it again.
I said, obviously, her ex-husband, Scottie Pippen, but
absolutely no. So I know her as his ex, and then when she was with Michael Jordan's son, and then I guess she went to Miami, and then she got on the Villains, and so I know her from the Villains. I didn't realize that I do remember that she is on Miami, which one of the reasons why I wanted to watch because she was still with Michael Jordan's son, I think at the time. However, I do know of this young lady. Oh no, well, she's younger than me, so I can call her a young lady. But You couldn't call her a young lady because you're younger than her.
I won't because that would make her head so big if I said that. No.
I know, but she's not younger to you. She's older than you. She's younger than me.
Not even younger to herself, but
Goodbye. Good night.
Her toe that. Whatever, Larsa. I don't. It's almost I feel like I would like it more if it was a jumpsuit, like if it was pants, you know. I don't love it.
Okay, the way I'm looking at it looks like a pantsuit. So I agree with you so much.
It's regular. It's not doing anything for me at all.
It's definitely the thing that. What I'm gonna say is on her chest, on her where her breast is, it kind of look like shells to me. Like that would have been cute. Right. So in my mind, I'm with you. It needs to be a pantsuit with the shells, and she's not hippie enough. I don't have any hips, so for me, she needs something to make more hip action, and that's why I don't wear stuff that's form fitting because I don't have any hips. Hi, brother, but literally,
I am like she did,
and she didn't buy enough. She didn't buy enough. Hey, so Deb, I did like your video earlier. You guys follow my brother. Follow our brother.
Definitely enjoyed your video earlier, y'all. Yes, follow our brother. He definitely covered the hottest of the hot topics today.
Yeah, I couldn't even watch brother because we were going live today, so I couldn't have your opinions on my opinions, and I literally couldn't watch you today. I'm sorry, brother, but I did hit the like button. I hit the like button. I sure did, and I didn't say hello because you would have been like, "My sis, California cutie in the building," and I wouldn't have been there, and then you would have been mad at me.
I try not to, like I've said to y'all before, I try not to watch anybody's content.
Me either. Yeah, I want my own fresh mind.
However, today I definitely did the last 48 hours.
You saw my brother?
There's nothing that can sway me. One.
No, Gemini, there is not.
Two, honey, it was just tea was too hot. So lopsided Larsa, y'all are too funny.
You know what? I'm not. You know what? Because like I said, I don't have a hip or a dip either. So I'm not. I can't come for people that don't have a hip and a dip. And she paid for a hip and a dip, and it's not hip and dipping. Yeah, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it with y'all.
This is Gertie. She just the bald head. I just love it so much.
I did see their reunion. My bald head woman. Yes, I love her.
Yeah.
So I did see the reunion. I did see some of the reunion. I did because I remember them and what I was watching, and they were fun. They were actually fun on the reunion. I saw something. I did.
Yeah. Miami's one of the few that aren't tainted. Y'all who watch know. But this is Gertie. I think she looks so cute. I like it.
Bomb.
Like it's I feel like it's totally achievable to show a little skin, be a little sexy, whatever. But at the same time, I feel like it's still giving very much like regal, very much like goddess. Like I love it. The color looks amazing on her. Love the leg. I don't even like slits like that, but this looks good.
Yeah, let me tell you what I like. The way her heels line up, the way they're in walking motion. Like if she was at the ramen Chinese theater and you was doing your getting your footprint and your handprint in the concrete. The way she's standing is the way I would want to take my pose in my feet, like stand in my shoes. This is why I was standing. Like that's the pose, like strike the pose. That's what she's giving to me. I like the sash part hanging, dripping down behind her. She has just the right amount of curves. The straps around her look good. Her skin is glowy. So the shiny parts of that's my sister. That's Coco from Las Vegas. That's my sister. And we miss Nani, my god baby. All of my babies is in here. I was like, y'all better get us in the algorithm to play with us. So Lonnie, that's your baby. That's Nani. Jackie, that's my goddaughter. Yes, I know. I was like, yeah, that's my sister. That's my baby sister. Yes, and that's go Nani. Yes. Hey y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. And then of course Michael Lee, the graduate.
Hi.
So yeah, y'all. Thank you, family, for joining us. But literally, her body looks amazing. The way she looks so regal with her is slightly up. She don't have no hair. She don't need the. There's no extra nothing to do nothing. It's just her.
Bomb. No, she looks so good.
Bomb.
I love it.
Bomb. And then I like the, like go back one more time. Sis, just go back to the fact that she's not by the couch. Boom. That you're like this long bar stool.
No, we're at the bar.
With the bar behind her, with this slight piece of curtain.
What the fuck?
And those different colors, it's just giving so much more. Now go to the next one and watch when we go back to the couch and how wood is giving.
I don't want to go to the next one because I don't know.
Oh, okay. See.
Julia, what are we doing?
See? No. No.
And you also, because like everything about it is like, okay, I'm at the Bob, the like, it's not, don't get me wrong, y'all, like, she looks fine, but like,
guess what she should have did? She should have did a Jackie move. Like literally, she should have took her jacket off. I'm saying Jackie because I feel like Jackie would do something like this. Dr. Jackie would do something like this, but take her jacket off and have it like hanging and turn to the side. Like, so what I'm saying is you got on too much fabric. And so you should have took your jacket off. Oh, yeah. Say it again. You're in Miami, you got all this on. No. So take the jacket off. Don't even have the jacket on. If you want to wear the jacket to show that it was a two-piece, okay, hang it over your shoulder. Like, girl, this is what I'm doing. Don't even put your arms in it. Like, wear like a cape because it's too much. I feel suffocated. I got a fan blowing on me and I feel suffocated.
I hate it all. I can't. Moving on.
And the color is ugly. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, who is Marisol? I actually really like this. I feel like that's such an Erica Jane hairstyle.
Is Erica Jane?
This from Beverly Hills. I really like
no,
this.
I'm saying this is not Erica Jane. You were saying this is Erica Jane.
This is Marisol. Marisol, she's
because when you said she's giving me what you said. She's giving me Erica Jane. That's why I was like,
yeah. Yeah.
That's why I asked this, and I'm like, wait a minute. That's not, it is giving me so much Erica Jane that is like
that's weird, yeah.
Okay. I was like, did she flip over to
a little bit like Shannon Bedore? Like, this is weird that like I'm thinking of like 3 to 4 different housewives when I look at her, but nonetheless, I really, really do like this dress. I do. I like it. I think it does enough to where, yeah, you don't need to have a whole bunch of excess jewelry or anything like that. You can have the hair sleek and like minimal and behind for the most part. I'm here for it. Body's bodying. Like, okay, Marisol.
I like the color of it too. It's like rose gold. So I like the shimmer. Yeah, I love the color. The blonde hair is working. The shimmer, not even shimmer, but the brightness of her shoulder, like you see, I like want to. It's giving brightness. I like that. That's my turmeric. Let's be clear. Okay, but yeah, it's giving me shimmer right here. A little, not shimmer on the. It's not even giving me shimmer on the boobies, but it's light skin, like she's been in the sun a little bit, and yeah, I can dig it. I thumbs up for me. I like it.
Okay.
And I like her split. It's modest. It's right where it needs to be, and I feel like when she walks, she got enough room to walk. But right here, it's not like overbearing. It's not like over split it. So yeah.
I could dig it.
Oh, I like this pose.
Yeah, I mean, not surprised that face card is never declining over here.
Okay, so who is she? Give me some tea.
She is a friend of Kiki. We like Kiki. Another Haitian baddie.
Oh, thank you. Say the words. Haitian. She's gorgeous.
She like, does her like modeling thing and stuff and all that. I mean, I don't. This isn't my favorite.
Okay.
Gown.
Which means that she even gets more prettier than this.
But she looks amazing in it. Yeah, she looks amazing in it. I want before I completely just rule it out or whatever. I would like to see it in motion / like standing up all the way and stuff. Like I really need to get a defined look at it. I mean, obviously I like it because it's pink, but it's not my favorite. No.
So I feel you on. I need to see it in motion because I see where it looks like shorts, and then it has a sheer part like shorts, and then this shimmery sheer part on her thigh, and so I will want to see it in motion as well. And then I don't think I like the pose. I like the top half of the pose, but I don't like the bottom half of the pose. Her feet look. You know what it look?
Yeah.
Guess what it's giving? Guess what it's giving, sis? You guys know y'all know in Boomerang when Robin Givens and he pulls her feet back, is the blanket back, and he sees Robin Givens' feet, and her feet are like this, but she's laying on him like this. So her feet be like this. So her feet going that way and her body being this way is giving me, what are you doing?
I don't know. I just I think that's everybody though. Oh no. What's her name? Why can't I think of her name right now? I can't think of her name right now. It'll come to me. It's just not enough going on for me. This is like, I feel like I could probably recreate this in 10 minutes from something in my closet. Yeah, I don't love it. I don't love it. I mean, she looks enough, but
this is given any swap meet across any nation.
Not any swap.
Or yes. It's given swap meet, it's given the alley downtown, it's given, all the little outfits that they put on the mannequins with the big booties now with the BBLs too. It's given that. Which means that there's no thought in it. It's just like make a peekaboo, make it short, make it sweet. A little bit is more, less is more is less. And for me, it felt flat and it looks lavender. So
it's still giving like rose gold, but like because of the fabric, you can't quite pick up the
if it's giving rose gold, sister, that means they retouched it too much because it's literally giving lavender a little bit. I see the rose gold, like the curtain behind her is more pinkish. So maybe it.
There's like no in between. I feel like with Adriana.
That's her name, Adriana. That's
my
daughter-in-law's name. That's Cinco's mother's name.
She's either doing a little too much or like not enough, and that's what this is giving. Definitely not enough. She's new.
Ray got it. Ray, you got it. Slauson swap me all day. Please tell them.
I like it more. I think it's cute. It's definitely giving Miami.
I like it.
I like the metallicness of it. I don't know if I mean, from the neck up though, like from like the hair, the jewel, nothing else is really doing too much for me. But I do like the dress. I do. It's cute.
The top up from here and up is given Mulan, the cartoon. Mulan.
I know. I'm trying to
find. She Japanese ponytail. That's what it's given. I can't see like.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? The pull back ponytail. Because remember, Mulan passed as a dude, right? In the Japanese military, right? So what I'm saying is, like with you, There's nothing going on up here. It's like, I love the dress. I love the shiny part of the dress. I like her pose. It's simple, but it's the cross of her legs that she did that made it look really pretty. I think I would have cinched the dress in just a smidgen around her legs because she doesn't have thick thighs like my beautiful 33-year-old daughter. She got the beautiful, like, the ones that will match a BBL. She got the thighs that will match the BBL. Let's be clear, okay? So what I'm saying is my daughter has beautiful thighs, and because her thighs are nice, her legs are nice. I just feel like she could have cinched the dress in a little bit more because when she crossed her legs, it gave a little bit, a little bit bigger. So I feel like she could have cinched her dress a little bit in. But I like the rope. I like the plant. I like the light. I like the lighting. I like that. I like the arch over there. The part of the arch. I like all of it. It always looks cheap, no matter what. Oh, that's the other girl that we just was talking about from Slauson.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, definitely seen this dress before at the club. Come on, sister. That's my one of my good sisters, my baby. All of my baby sisters.
Girl, look like fish scales. Yeah. Yeah, I think she got money too, for real.
I like it. This is how I dress up. If I would wear it.
Yeah,
if I would wear it, then that's what we're going on.
We've definitely seen worse before, so I'm not. Let's go to some individuals who. Well, I was about to make that sound so tragic, but
whoa,
say some individuals that are no longer with us anymore, but these people are very much still alive.
Okay.
However, we'll be seeing them on our screens, and I'm cool with that. Again, y'all probably have definitely caught wind of this, but I haven't spoken about it, so yeah, we're gonna speak. And
let's go.
Is none other than
Come
Mia.
on, me. Maya. Look, Maya. No, it's me. It's Mia. I'm gonna need you to find the quickest Love and Hip Hop. Go.
Yeah. So, like I said, you guys probably already know that Mia is no longer going to be on the Real Housewives of Potomac because dun dun dun, she up and moved to Atlanta. Are we surprised? No. Like I said before, Giselle.
She always said she had 2 houses, though, sis.
Giselle might be a lot of things, but she wasn't lying when she said that. Mia does not live in Potomac full time. She don't be blah blah blah. Yeah, so wasn't surprised when I heard this. Wasn't surprised when she got up and walked off of the reunion. So there's that, y'all. With every new season comes a new beginning, and I have some news to share. My family and I have made the decision to relocate to Atlanta, and with that, I will not be returning to the Real Housewives of Potomac next season. The past 4 seasons have been an unforgettable journey, one filled with growth lessons and so many incredible memories. I want to thank Truly Original, Bravo, NBC Universal, and Andy Cohen for believing in me and giving me the space to share my story. To my castmates, thank you for the laughs, the lessons, and the unforgettable moments. And to the amazing fans, your love and support has meant everything to me. I'll always carry that with me. This next chapter is already full of exciting opportunities, and I can't wait to take you all along for the ride. Big things are coming. I don't just make headlines, I make history. Atlanta,
girl,
the empire has expanded.
What?
Hashtag legacy in the making.
When she make history, girl. That's like DDG saying, I'm famous. I know how Michael Jackson feel. If you don't get the fuck out my face, are you serious? Girl and boy. If y'all don't, let me put my shoulders down. My sis Erica, shout out to Erica De Niro. Let me put them down. Y'all not gonna do me like that. Stop doing that. Mia, some people say you are good TV, right? I always thought that you would exploit the people around you to be good TV. And so with that, I think you are still the same person. And I don't care who gets exploited. If it's Jacqueline, if it's your husband, your children, like your mama, your daddy, I don't care who it is. They all can get it in your book, long as you get where you need to get to. And that's where I have a problem with you. Because just like playing dominoes or craps or even doing hair like I do, all money ain't good money. So stop doing that. Stop doing that. You're going to find yourself by yourself and looking like a fool. Okay? So stop doing that. All money ain't good money. Some things should not be exploited. Some things is not worth money. So stop doing it. Just stop. Anything? What say you, sis? What say you?
Like I said, I'm not surprised by this one. I don't think that the direction that I want to see the show continuing to go in is definitely not a direction I feel like that she's headed in based on her own personal decisions. Ultimately, if you want to live your life how you want to live it, do what you want. But definitely be mindful of how that can impact, the people around you, specifically like your children. Wasn't surprised about, even after this, seeing her in ink still bopping around. Wasn't surprised about that. And going back to what you said about like Love and Hip Hop or whatever other additional shows, I'll say in light of recent events, I'm totally fine with her having been on this season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think she would have fit in rather well, if I do say so myself. So
I agree. I agree. It could have been nice, nasty,
perfect for it,
especially with Brit Greedy, because like literally we could have did without Brit Greedy. Brit Greedy, she can't.
And honestly, I'll actually believe that that could definitely be a possibility in the future for her to join
right on
over there and
slide to the left. Now slide to the right. Yeah, I can see that. You are so right.
I say that because y'all, where is it? Because when I saw this, I was like, oh my God, it was only a matter of time. As soon as I seen that she moved to Atlanta, I wasn't surprised to see her trying to hang out with the people and trying to get in, I guess, the good graces with some of the other girls there. And not even just the girls on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like I just see like just everybody, just that scene just being a better scene for Mia and her antics. I'm sorry. Where is it? I don't know. I can't find it, y'all. Sorry, but I did see her once upon a time already hanging out with the Atlanta girlies. So don't hold your breath on that, y'all. You may be seeing her grace your screens sometime soon down there. Anyway, let's move on to other people who are no longer going to be on our screens. And as you can tell, I'm smiling because
I love when you smiling.
I am so happy to see that this person is not so happy. Let's go over here.
It worked out. It was foul. I mean, it definitely was foul. And I'm just going to say, I haven't really talked a lot about this, but, I really wanted to leave it to my fans to figure out like what was going on, because know that I'm not a quitter. Never ever been a quitter. And I ain't never ran away from anybody. So just putting that out there, but it just is what it is. And I think that there are better things in store for me. You know, I think that platform was what it was for me at the moment. And I think that God has something better and I'm going down the right path. So that's all. I'm glad you're not coming back to Married to Medicine. I didn't like how it worked out. It was foul. I mean, it definitely was foul. And I'm just going to say, I haven't really talked a lot about this, but.
I think did she already say that? I think I just started over. So yeah, y'all. Whatever you want to know her by, I don't really care to know her by anything anymore. So don't really matter. Whatever. Sweet Tea is not returning to Married to Medicine. I am, of course, you know, I was just about to say, no, I hate to see anybody lose out on a check, of course. But no, F that. Doesn't matter. You have other incomes. You didn't quit your 9 to 5 last time I checked. So no, I am glad to see you lose out on this check and not come back because you never should have been there in the first place. She's somebody who didn't fit in from the get-go. She should have never been invited to the party. Unfortunately, though, for the only thing I will say, contrary to that, is because we know that she is married to somebody who's known to have been abusive.
You good? We good. You good? Be good. You good? Be good. We good. Be good. We good. Be good. We good. We good. Okay.
And there you have it. Because we've seen
the remix
in action, because we've heard the things that have been said, because we've read the things that was done and said. I do like worry for her a bit to know that, you know, she's just gonna be behind the scenes, just living her best life with this man. Like I'm
is
sure
she pregnant yet? Is she pregnant yet?
I hope
Like
not,
I'm not in the. When I say that, because I got checked. I got checked by one. I got checked by. Oh, I ain't gonna say his name. I know, and I know his name, but I got checked by somebody that was like, "You should not be talking about somebody that can't have children." And I said, "Look, bro, that would be all well and good if she didn't bring it to me. I don't know her. She brought it to me.
She bought everything.
So don't. And I was in Bonnie's chat, or I felt like I was in Bonnie's chat, and I was just like, you know what? Like I said, I know his name, first and last, and I apologize. And he was like, okay. And what I do know is you gotta understand that I'm only commenting on what has been on in front of me. Like I didn't go dig up nothing. I didn't go pursue anything. So when he did that, I was like, dang. He was like, you shouldn't come from for a woman's uterus, and you know, my mom had a difficult time having me, and she's not here. I was like, okay.
What?
I said, bro.
Understand how that? What?
I said, bro. I'm a mother of 5, and I would not be coming for this young lady if she didn't come to Greg with the baby emoji talking about I can give you what you want and can't give you what you want. So don't come for me. Don't do that. Don't come for me when I'm telling. My shoulders. Let me put them down. Let me put them down. Like literally, I was so irritated because I'm like, I wouldn't even know this young lady. I would not even know her if she didn't come on a show that she said I never watched. Yes, you did, because you had to watch to know that you can give him what he wants, which is a baby. You had to watch, so stop lying. And the fact that now you got somebody coming for me, a mother of 5, a grandbaby of 2 and 2.5, because my grandson is on his way. Like you got people coming for me when you are the person lying to get on a show. I don't know. You're a quad stand. All this stuff. Like literally, it's all this stuff. And I'm just like, wow. But me and this dude, I apologize. I say, look, I'm only coming for somebody that came to the internet on her own behalf. I don't know her to come at her like that, but this is what she told us, and she still haven't graced the earth with a child. For the man, I can give you what you want. That. But don't come for her uterus. I'm not coming for her uterus. I'm coming for her regular sized mouth that said that you can give him what you want and you couldn't, or your fucking thumbs that did what you did. So don't do that, because don't do that.
This is just a classic case, y'all, of getting into a space that's over your head. Not every space is for everybody. Not everything is for everybody. I definitely think this was another case, just like we've seen several times. And I feel like, unfortunately, again, in light of recent events, this is just the straw that broke the camel's back, though. But this was one that led up to it as well. When I say this is somebody who should never been cast. They
use you. Let's be clear. They use you and your husband.
Bravo continues to hire fans for whatever reason, and then they get on here and then they start lying and not making any sense, which is what we're going to comment on. So no, I think you have done what you should do for yourself, like you said. You're prioritizing having a baby and stuff like that. So yes, go away from women that you say that you don't even fit in with like that, or don't even want to be friends with, always age shaming them, always talking about how, it's just like mismatched in that regard. So yeah, go.
She wants to be affiliated. Like, go literally. She wants to be affiliated. That's what I'm sorry.
Find somebody else or go find some other space that you fit better in. You knew it wasn't a good fit, which is why, you continue to try to make fetch happen, but it wasn't happening. And you, at the end of the day, you and your husband, you allowed your husband to get you on here and use you as a chess piece, and y'all played yourselves. Congratulations. So I'm over here smiling, and I'm excited to not see her come back, and for them to get people on that actually fit better, that actually fit into that group. I don't know what else there is to say about it, y'all. Anyway.
Yeah, just go get pregnant. Go away from us with this. You and your husband go have kids. Go get twins, triplets, quadruplets, one this year, one in the next year, whatever you need to do. Go do you.
Y'all are too funny. I cannot.
But Deb is right though.
Yeah.
Like, Deb is so right. Like, go away from us with this.
Oh my God. Y'all are too funny. I cannot. Hey, Pizza Mateo.
Hey, Mateo. Oh, well, I'm just, I had to put it in here. I had to put it in my thumbnail. You know what I mean? Brit Greedy, stop playing with us. Bitch, you made us miss Kenya to sue them? Girl, not you, girl, because you're not a girl. But what I'm saying is, boom. What's up, Larger? What's up, my baby? Love you for coming in. Love you for coming in.
Okay, y'all. Let's just talk about like one or two more things, then we'll really jump into all that. What else?
Hit that like button while we what else on both channels. We are streaming live on both channels, y'all. So my babies that are on one side, go on the other side, the light side, the dark side, whatever you want to call it. Go to Bars Me World and then go to California Cutie. Hit the like button on both our channels. We streaming live on both, y'all.
Okay, y'all. So I hate to get into not so great topics that were kind of rather devastating when I saw.
Oh Lord,
moving on to Atlanta. Getting closer. Let's move on over to Atlanta. We all know Dwight.
Oh.
If we watched, you know, the good old days of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but he actually came forth and said that he was diagnosed with prostate cancer in January. So when I saw this, I definitely was like, oh my God, like that's never a good thing to see about anybody, regardless if you know them or if you don't. But hopefully, as he said, I just have to laugh instead of crying about this whole journey. I think that that's a great outlook to have, because just like I feel like with anything in life, you always want to keep, mentally yourself together, because like once you like are defeated up there, it's just, yeah. So it is good to see that he is keeping good spirits. But and shout out to the Bravo Shade Room, which I can read this. Dwight Eubanks told People exclusively in January his church was hosting a health fair and he decided to get blood work done. A week later, his doctor called and told him to come in as soon as possible. Despite feeling healthy and having no alarming symptoms, he was diagnosed with prostate cancer. Follow-up prostate-specific antigen PSA blood test in April confirmed the diagnosis. I was shocked. I was angry. He recalls, I was just emotionally a wreck. When you hear the word cancer, you freak out. I'm human. Society has told us that cancer was just devastating. And you know what? You just have days to live. So, of course, I freaked out, and I think I'm still freaked out. While Eubanks was grappling with his diagnosis, he also learned that his cancer could have been caught earlier. As someone living with HIV since the 80s, the TV personality has had routine checkups with his doctor every 6 months. After getting diagnosed with prostate cancer, his doctors reviewed past medical records and noticed that in 2022, he had high PSA levels that weren't brought up. I was like, are you kidding me? This was back in 2022, and nobody said anything to me. He just said, you're undetectable, so you're fine. Never said anything about my prostate. I guess they just weren't looking at that. As frustrated as he was about the possibility of getting a diagnosis sooner, Eubanks admits, I just have to laugh instead of crying about this whole journey. Nearly 30 years ago, Eubanks' grandfather was diagnosed with prostate cancer. He kept his diagnosis a secret from family before later dying from the disease. From that point, Eubanks was very conscious about the possibility of having a similar fate. However, he says he was told that because of a family history of prostate cancer came from his mother's side, there wasn't a high risk of him getting a diagnosis himself. So I mean, I'm definitely going to be keeping Dwight in my thoughts and prayers and all that. Like I said before, it's a devastating news for anybody, but this just again goes to show, make sure you guys are getting your exams, doing, checkups, all that stuff, getting your blood work done, fill panels and all that stuff, because you don't know what you don't know. So definitely stay informed on your body and what's going on if you can.
Yeah, that's crazy. The white looks really good right here on this picture. He looks actually so young.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, with prostate cancer, it's crazy. Our prayers and thoughts are with him. I hope, everything, hopefully he can beat this. Hopefully it's no, he's in early stages and not late stages. And yeah, everybody needs to just get your checkups. Like literally, you can save your own life if you get checkups. And it's crazy to hear that, that his doctors missed it, or, he was dealing with his HIV stuff, so that he's keeping that, under wraps, and to find out that he has cancer and he was battling cancer and not even knowing he was battling cancer is like, oh, like I dodged one, y'all gonna give me another one. So yeah, we always need to make sure that we are on our checkups, our doctor's appointments are on up to par. I just did my mammogram. So all the ladies, make sure
That's
you
why
do
self checks. Yeah.
Yeah. You're not a lady of a particular age that needs your mammogram, but
Not yet.
so your due diligence is to touch yourself and make sure that you don't feel no lumps and stuff. especially women with dense tissue, meaning you have big breasts. You have to really push and go in your breast to. I don't have big breasts. I can lay down. I probably look like a little dude. But I say this to say, just do self exam, especially if you are 40 and under, because they don't. It's not mandatory to go get a mammogram, but if it runs in your family, they tell you to. So, like, read up on your family history, and make sure that you are up to par, because we don't want something to happen like the white, because like he said, he's doing the HIV thing, and he kept that under wraps. And to have cancer, it's like, wait, what are you? Who? What? Because I go to the doctor, I'm regularly checked. So just do your due diligence when it comes to your family and their history, because that's what you need to go. You've got to, like his grandfather has what he has. So his due diligence was to make sure that you give the history of what your family has, so that they will go there first. And all the regular checkups will be regular checkups. But let's go check this. Breast cancer runs in somebody's family. Yeah, we're gonna check everything. But when it comes to breast cancer, mammograms, we're gonna go deeper. And for the ladies, there's a mammogram. I do my mammogram. I pay an extra $40. And I don't even have this tissue, but I pay the extra $40. There's an extra scan that you get that is $40 extra on top of when you get your mammogram. My mammogram is free. I paid $40 for there's an extra thing, extra screening that they do when they smash it. And so don't just go and be like, oh, I did my mammogram. Ask for the $40. I'm telling you, ask for the $40 extra thing. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what the test is called. But if they tell you got a mammogram, pay the extra $40 to get the extra thing. Whatever it is, just be like, I want the extra test. And they're going to tell you, oh, yeah, you can pay that before when you get here. However, it really pays to do that, because the mammogram will catch it. But if you have dense tissue, this test will get it a little bit better. So
y'all heard it. Definitely do your due diligence. And more not great news. I had also came across this not too long ago.
Yes.
Old lady gang. They are, and I don't really feel like it's. I don't know if you discuss things like this. I don't know how. We're having a really hard time because my Aunt Bertha has Alzheimer's. So, trying to manage that. If anybody's ever dealt with somebody in your family going through that, and it gets worse, and then everybody is like, it's not easy. You know what I mean? So it's it's a time. It's a time. So I don't mean to get all emotional with y'all. So let me move on past that, because I like to have fun on Amazon Live. I don't. The old lady gang.
Yeah, y'all. So another beloved individual from the Real Housewives of Atlanta verse, Bertha of the old lady gang. As Candy said, was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Another devastating thing to hear, no matter who it is, at least to me. It's a terrible thing to, witness. It's just a terrible thing to, I can only imagine. That's actually one of like my I don't have a lot of fears, but that's definitely one of them, to, experience that with somebody close to me. But you never know. It's definitely something that happens. So definitely be keeping them in my prayers as well. Aunt Bertha and the entire gang. But
y'all know we love her. Y'all know we love her in Bertha because she was the one that was talking about Carmen with Todd. Because he came with the bush. I was like, wait, what happened? So, we love probably raising all kinds of hell, but it's a funny way. She's my favorite. Everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody's favorite. We all love Aunt Bertha. And literally, one of my good friends, shout out to my girlfriend Sonia. She's Candy's cousin, and that's her aunties. Well, I've been a Candy fan since I was a teenager, and my girlfriend is her first cousin is 3 years younger than me, and so when we were teenagers, and her cousin was of a escape, and to see her, be who she is and where she at, and to know that my girlfriend that's her family and stuff. I've always had a place in my heart for them because I know one of their real family members. And so when Candy broke down talking about, and it's so funny because like when she says like, I don't know how to talk about it, or I don't know if you're supposed to talk about it. It's so crazy because you want to talk about it, but you don't know what to say and how to say it. Or if it's crossing boundaries, you don't want to offend the family and stuff. So, excuse me, shout out to Candy for understanding the dynamic and how she doesn't want to put her family in Front Street. But she also knows that Aunt Bertha is a favorite. Like, that's Aunt Bertha. That's our auntie. Like, literally, you know what I mean? So, for her to have to bring this news to us, it's hard.
To that point, I'm glad she's able. This is a good thing, maybe, that she is off the show right now, that she could deal and be there for her family, and they can go through how to. This is the part of their new normal now. They could figure out how to adjust to that. So it's crazy how like the universe, God, will put you in the place that you need to be without even knowing that you're in that place and stuff like that. Because I remember y'all have heard me talk about how I just did not have a great time when I lived in North Carolina. But I've always looked back on it and said it was definitely the best thing for me to do, to best place for me to be at that time, because that's when my dad was going through his cancer treatments and stuff like that. So, and I was able to be on the East Coast and was able to be as present as I could. So I say all that to say, you just never know what the universe, has along your journey. But I just hope they're able to adjust the best they can with that type of news.
She definitely got her sisters, which are always a great thing. They're gonna feel it a little different because to watch somebody deteriorate in their brain, yeah, I don't wish that on nobody. I don't, I can only imagine what that looks like, feels like, and I've heard my clients and their family members that have that, and it's sad. So
yeah,
Aunt Bertha is in our prayers for sure.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say pick up the pace and get to happy news, because this is nothing happy either. It's not anything bad, but we'll get to some mess, I guess I should say. So I came across this clip. I hope there's no music playing. Hold on. I think there might be. Crap.
Yeah. She got her and Portia. They got some mess going on. I don't know what's going on with Portia this season. Check. But she accusing Drew for taking her hot dog man. I don't know why she think Drew want a hot dog man. Yeah. It's all good because Mama D speak that truth. Y'all give it up for Drew Sador. Come on, Drew. Yes, Drew.
So I guess Drew was, having a show somewhere, and I don't know if Mama D was emceeing it or what. I don't know, y'all. But that was
She performed. Mama D performed.
D performed? Oh gosh. Okay, so Mama D performed.
Yeah, she performed. Oh, okay.
She was introducing Drew, as you guys saw. From there, because of what she said, as you guys heard, Portia decided that she was going to enter the chat and respond with saying, at Dennis has one baby mother and well established with great artists on his record label. Put that tooth in and he just might sign you, Mama D. I love ya. And then from there, Dennis said, I love Scrappy. I don't speak bad to anyone's mother, and I respect my elders, so I'm just going to be quiet here. What is going on? Like, honestly, if I was Portia, I wouldn't have even responded. Like, I don't really feel like it was anything. Like, Mama didn't really, when you think about it,
if you was Portia, you wouldn't have responded. Portia responds to the wrong things, and when it's coming to the right thing to respond to, she don't respond to. So let's be clear.
Obviously. I wouldn't have responded because I don't think it was that big of a deal enough to respond. Quite honestly, I'm very, 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 very on top of what I, dispense my energy on. And that's just not something I would, because ultimately she's just saying that based off of what you're doing on the show, which is exactly what she said. You decide to keep up this mess this entire season with Drew based on nothing. And so, yeah, she just pointing out what we see on the show, Portia. You try to get that off and I guess, speak highly of Dennis or whatever, and kept it cute in your clapback, I guess, enough. But I don't know if you guys peeped, but you notice how like she's like going to like defend him and what he got going on or whatever, but Dennis definitely not defending her back. He's just trying to stay out of it. I hate to stay out of it as I do. Don't
you think that he's staying out of it because he knows that Drew is that Portia's full of shit?
No, not as much as I just think that. I mean, that's not just a trait that I've seen him do. I'm not trying to make this a
okay. You're not just okay, so you're not gonna make it a them.
Just staying out of stuff, and you see like the woman trying to defend you, and and you not trying to ever reciprocate that. I hate to just hop on that, but that's low key a little bit what I'm hopping on right now. Yeah, because all you had to say was, yeah, I mean, that's true or whatever, but you talk about you're not going to speak on them, but you don't have to speak bad or whatever to also share in that same sentiment and have, her back, but whatever. She shouldn't have said nothing in the first place, if you ask me.
Right.
Like I said.
Okay. I'm with that.
So whatever. Okay, y'all. I think it's about that time to get
I'm nervous.
Let's like really up for real what you guys came here to talk about. Are you kidding me?
Brit Edie. I mean Brit Greedy. I mean Brit Edie. I mean Brit Greedy. I mean Brit Edie. I mean Brit Greedy.
Hold on, y'all. Definitely
like the
video.
Please do.
I get this together, y'all. 1 second. Like the video. Like the Okay, y'all. So yesterday, I was just minding my business, doing what I normally like to do or whatever. And I came across none other. I already knew that the reunion, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the reunion was going to be filming. So I was like, okay, whatever. And I seen that they posted the seating chart. And I just want you guys to let me know in the comments what is the first thing you noticed when you saw the seating chart? Because quite honestly, I don't even remember what I recognized first as much as I just knew that visually that something was off, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it. But then it hit me. It hit me like a ton of bricks, and that is because there's one person missing, and there's people all in the wrong places, if you ask me.
Man.
And I say that because I've been like really thinking all season. I was like, I really hope they don't pull no stupid about the seating chart. They try to act like it don't matter, the seating chart and who sits next to Andy, all that. We know that is BS and it does matter. But immediately was like, why the is Shamia and Portia next to Andy? Especially Shamia. Like what? Going to the second seat. Why the fuck is Phaedra on? I'm assuming she's going to be on. Does this mean she's going to be on from take one? Like, why is she on there from inception? She doesn't need to be on. Like, she shouldn't even be on there for more than 5 minutes in the final part. Like, she really didn't. They didn't even need to call her, honestly. But that just goes to show again why I don't understand.
This broad got a free trip, sis. This broad came in on a free trip. She came in on a free trip.
Why does she have a tagline? Why is she there the entire time? Why is she on all the why is she smack dab in all the promo? Like, why are you even on the cast?
I don't understand, sister. I don't mean to cut you off. Why is Kelly not where Phaedra is? Kelly should be where Phaedra is. Phaedra should be at the very end. And when I say the end, she shouldn't even have a picture up here. So it should be Portia, and then it's actually Angela should actually be on the other side, and then I feel like Kelly should be right next to Shamia, and then I feel like Cynthia should be next to Angela, and I feel like Phaedra should be at the end. Literally, I get where Portia and Shamia are next to Andy, but Kelly should be where Phaedra is. Phaedra, bitch, are you? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I called you a bitch. Bitch, your ass should not be right there. Your ass should be the mother. Your ass should be. Let me come back on screen so they don't get it miscrewed. And I'm not scared of her because I'm older than her. And bitch, get your ass. Like Phaedra. Let's see who's at this very end. Drew? Are y'all fucking kidding me? Fucking Phaedra should be where Drew is. Fucking Drew should be where Phaedra is. It should be Portia, Shamia. Then it should be Drew. We can go with Angela. I can roll with Angela. Drew, Angela. And then Kelly. And then Cynthia. If anything, the fuck that this girl came in at the last tail end of some shit, Phaedra with the 613, bitch, your ass should be where Drew is. You should be at the tail end, bitch. You should be in the backyard. Your ass should backyardian. Your ass should be in the backstage. Your ass should be on the last. If there's 3 parts, bitch, you should come out on the 3rd part, bitch. What the fuck are they talking about right now? All right, I'm done. Go.
Shout out to anybody who is watching this on X. I see 16 of y'all over there, so make sure you come on over here and like, comment, subscribe, and do all the things. Let me drop the link in that chat. Yeah, I don't understand, like I was saying, why Phaedra is even as present and in the mix as she is on here. Cynthia's literally, she's even sitting closer than Drew. And Drew, I really need you to like stop allowing them to play in your face. Honestly, if I was Drew, I honestly wouldn't even come back. Some people are speculating that they are trying to write her off. So all of this is in part of in an effort to do that. But I would say you just do them one better, even if that is what they're doing. And people are saying that it might be based on the fact that she was still playing Kenya close and still trying to film with Kenya and stuff like that after everything transpired at the salon. If that is the case, then yeah, Drew, you need to leave them before they try to leave you. So Drew has given us so much, and I know that I have given her the business on so many occasions, honestly, up until this season, because when you really think about it, y'all, you take the blinders off, stop paying favorites, take all that off the table. Drew has given the most. We haven't gotten one truth out of Portia all season. We haven't gotten to the
truth ain't in her. The truth ain't in her.
She can't even, quote unquote, I don't care about cease and desist or anything like that. There's still stuff that she could have brought to the forefront that she didn't. I do think that, yeah, Angela, she did what needed to be done. I think Kelly had her, 1-2 in there or whatever. Shamia, I don't feel like should be next to Andy. She started off cool, and she was a big disappointment for a lot of us.
Hey, she mean Portia, Drew. You right. Portia, Drew. Shamia on Drew's side, not on Portia's side. So it'd be Portia, Drew, Shamia, and I would put Angela to break up the monotony because she's such a kisser to Shamia. I would put her across from Shamia. So I would do, like I said, Portia, Shamia, Drew, little girl, Kelly. And then I would put Angela on Shamia's side. No, wherever I'm gonna put Drew at, I'm gonna put Angela wherever Drew gonna be at, not across from her. I need Drew and Angela to sit side by side. So Portia, Shamia,
have it divided, like the way they have it actually divided is really like, yeah, the only way it would have worked. And I'm assuming, and I also would have liked to know where was Brit going to be. She better have been on the opposite side of Cynthia. But I feel like they probably would have put her in between Phaedra and Cynthia, which no, she needed to be dead last.
Yeah, Phaedra should be dead last. Period.
No, if Brit was there, she should be dead last.
Phaedra should be so she's not here. So Brit
would have liked to know where she's
last. And Kenya should still be here. Ooh,
I'm curious.
Broad. You brought us to the end of the season to not be here with your stuffy ass nose and your fucking husband that don't even look like he liked you. And if y'all don't have a kid soon, I just want to know. Like, I'm so tired of her. Yeah. Like, I'm so, and it's because she says like so much. I don't hate people. I don't like when people say like so much because I feel like is a
I think that it was really messed up that Kenya has not been able to speak her piece.
Where is Kenya? My God.
That she wasn't at the reunion, y'all. Let me know in the comments if you really did think that she was going to be at the reunion. I didn't really think that would happen. I did think it would be like at least a one-on-one or something. It would have been nice, but honestly, I'm not surprised because I don't feel like they really did value her / I feel like they didn't really want her to be on the show anymore. I feel like This has been a long time coming where hasn't been a favorite, even though I don't see why. Again, you want to get rid of your top performers for what? I can't think of any other reason other than money. And that is cheaper to get a Brit Edie than it is a Kenya Moore. That's the only benefit, quote unquote, I could see, because Mama didn't give anything at all, but she didn't have food enough to feed people. Her event was a flop. No one-liners, no good storyline, no notable. There was nothing notable, and that's why you guys are in, unfortunately, the boat you're in right now. So let's continue to move on through this saga. So then after that, I'm like, okay, well, she's like really not there. That's crazy. What is going on with that? And then I'm pan over and see that there's statements that have been released. The first one being not that. I don't know what that is. From the devil herself, none other than Brit came out with a statement that why can't I find anything? This is what happens, y'all. This is what happens when I don't come to y'all in a timely manner with things. Then I gotta like have all these things to talk about, and it gets lost. But she came out with a statement. And where is it? Brit Edie. Okay, here, whatever. We'll go on. Shout out to page 6. Okay, so nope, you're not about to flag me. Okay, so Brit came out with this statement saying, as everyone is now aware, I'm not attending the reunion. This was my decision. The events of this season have devastated me. And while I cannot say much right now, I do want to set the record straight about one thing. The graphic actual photo surrounding the events in episode 5, that photo was not me. As the episode makes clear, I did not see the photo. Don't move. I did not see the photo of me, which is why I reacted it in the way that I did. I do not know who was in that photo, but upon seeing it for the first time recently, I now know it was not me. I look forward to seeking accountability and moving past this dark part of my life. I have so at this point, my mind is completely blown to the point that I'm like, hey, what's going on? Oliver girl. Question, I'm confused why people still think Brit is a villain in the situation. Oh, it's not even at this point. I'm not looking at her I'm personally not looking at her as a villain or anything like that. I haven't looked at anybody as villains. That's the thing. I feel like if anything, there should have been, if one was going to go, then I feel like 2 should have gone. And I also think that we should have not just jumped into holding people accountable starting from the middle. I feel like we should have started when the first threat, the first person said something about harming another person with something that they had on their person. But for some odd reason, we started in the middle when Kenya decided to make a poor decision in showing some type of photo. I'm saying some type at this point because I don't know. We don't know anything, it seems like.
Yeah, can I speak?
I think that she should have definitely not done that, but I do think that we got to walk it all the way back to the beginning on that one. But speaking of Kenya,
Ray said, didn't it should have been sitting next to Sophia? I cannot. I cannot. Can I
am I frozen?
Oh, you
Can you
are.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you are frozen. Pullover girl. Let me let you know why I think that Brit is a villain. If you look at how the season played out, it always looked like that Brit was looking for a moment with Kenya. When it came to the ring on her finger, and all she had to say, or even clear up the fact that the ring was the second ring, and it was, it because I'm married. This ring is this ring right here. This ring right here is the engagement ring. And then this ring right here is the marriage ring. The marriage ring is closer to my heart when I look at my finger. So they put the marriage ring first, and then the engagement ring. The marriage ring is closer to the heart. So when you turn this way, the way rings go, the marriage ring is the one here. This is the ring that you get when you get engaged, right? So I say that to say that when Kenya first engaged with her, she was like, "Oh, you know what?" She was like, "That's your second ring." The woo. That was a whole little to do, and it could be misconstrued. And people that have not been married, some people don't even know which side it goes on. It goes on your left hand because your heart is on your left side, and your marriage ring is the closest to your heart, so it goes first. So when you go get married, you have your engagement ring. You don't wear your engagement ring. You don't wear this because your husband's about to slip his marriage ring on you. He's about to put this ring on first, and then you put your engagement ring behind it, right? So I say that to say that when freaking Kenya simply asked, "Oh, that's your second, the ring, the ring, the ring, the ring, the ring," that was one part of it, right? And we all got it. If you're a Kenyan fan, which I was not, let's be clear, me and Barb was, sorry y'all, I just put this hair in. So anyhow, me and Barb are not Kenyan fans like that. Kenya grew on us. She can say her piece, but Kenya grew on us when she became a mother. That's when she became, a person that you'd be like, "Oh my God, okay, Kenya." And then she had Mark Daly, who we're not even gonna go into him. He's not even worth mentioning. He's worth mentioning, but she had to deal with that fool, and we all was with her for that, right? But what I'm saying is, when it came to Brit Edie, I always felt like she was always looking for a moment, whether it was with Kenya, which was it was an obvious choice, but we saw it more with her when it came to the ring. No, this is my second ring. This is my second wedding ring. Okay, great. We're not mad at that. But it's the way you handle Kenya. And let's be clear, Kenya's of a particular age, my age, our age, particular age, and Kenya just had her firstborn. I'm on my grandbabies that are the same age as, actually older than her. However, what I'm saying is, Brit to me always looked like she was looking for a moment, and it's not even like a moment like, "Oh, I need a moment." It was almost like, "I'm gonna come for the head honcho," right? She's gonna come for the head. The only problem with that is that if you come for the head, you better come for receipts. You're gonna come with everything that you need because the head has a body. So if you come for the head, you can come for the head. You can come for the head. But when you come for that body, those blows are different. You gotta come hard. I don't care what video game you play. You can come for the head, you can come for the body. It takes a lot to get that thing down. So what I'm saying is, Brit, I feel like you thought you were coming in to come at Kenya. You thought it was gonna be okay to come for Kenya. Like you thought it was gonna be okay to come for Kenya. And Kenya let you know it wasn't okay to come for her. But you still try to get us on your side. I don't know why I ain't. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't know why she came for my ring. I don't know why she came for all that because you came for her. You could have very easily been said, I've been a stan for a long time. I've been a stan for a long time. And I understand that you're going through some things with your Mark Daly and all this stuff. So I don't want to come as an op. I actually want to help, but I don't even know how to help. So she could have came in like that and said, you know what? So how can I position myself to help you? She didn't. She came in there trying to come for the throne. You can't come for the throne on your first season. You can't do that. You can't do that.
I'm sorry about that.
You can't do that. So literally, let's be clear again. And pullover girl. What I'm saying is there is a cause and there's an effect, and the cause and the effect is going on. So there's no right or wrong, but you got to understand that if you come for somebody that's been on a show for the length of time that Kenya's been on, you are at the bottom of the totem pole. So when you come for her, you got to be A1, everything got to be checked off. Because I haven't even read your comments. So I'm not even going off. I know I was talking to you earlier, but I haven't even read your comment. But what I want you to understand is, Brit is not no victim. She came with an agenda. Her agenda was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to place myself with the OGs. Whichever OG give me pushback is the one I'm going to go with to attack. So the OG that she got to feel was Kenya, because she's all up in Portia's behind, just like a lot of them. So when it came to that part, it literally is like I said, she used to like, you know what? I'm going there with a clear sketch. But if any of the OGs, I'm not backing down. Kenya didn't back down. You didn't back down. And so that's why you are in the position with Kenya. You decided in your brain, you know what? It's my first year and I'm gonna do what I want to do. You can do that. But look at the consequences when you do that. Look at what happens when you do that. You cannot come for no OGs. And that means in everyday life, if you are a 30-year-old and you're trying to come for a 50-year-old, good luck. And it's not because you was educated more. I just lived more life than you did. Like, I respect my baby right here, Barb. 30 years. She's in her 30s. I'm in my 50s. I respect her views on everything. If she came for me, it's not that I would be like, oh my God. My thing is, I respect what she's saying, but I've lived a little bit longer to see different things, and that's the difference. And for her, for Brit Edie to do that, and I feel like she came with an agenda. It didn't matter which one. She came with an agenda. I don't care which one. They're not gonna throw me off my square, girl. Okay. And now you didn't come to the reunion. Now you're suing, and you got one of the OGs kicked off for bullshit.
Yeah, y'all. So I was like really confused as to then where does that leave us? And if that wasn't like so many questions then popped into my mind. Wait, Brit is the bottom. Yes, she is the bottom of the totem pole. That's not a thing. Kenya is not an OG. She came after Nene after Phaedra, the real OGs. Yeah, no, vet. Kenya is a veteran. Has obviously seniority over everybody that was there. Like she was going to be the big dog, you know, Mother Goose. She was going to be that person this season. And that's honestly, I think what pisses me off even more too is that we missed out on a whole season of Kenya and what she had going on when for what reason now? You're saying it wasn't you, but so that means that I feel like Kenya would have done, even though I don't agree with what she did, I can say that she doesn't have to do things. So from my perspective, so she would have done her so that means that she didn't verify that it was her. I can't see her making that error. Also, Kelly, we heard Kelly walk out and see it and be like, oh no, I want a parts of this, blah, blah, blah. We heard Cynthia say, I don't want to see her post up there or whatever. Don't quote me verbatim, but she did say something to the effect of, I don't want to see her like sucking D and whatever. So we're saying that everybody didn't see what they claimed to have seen. Also, that means that they said that they did a thorough investigation. Clearly, that's a lie then, because upon thorough investigation, why didn't you guys come to this conclusion a year ago? Literally a year ago. Literally. Like, it's too many. You said you think that Candy and Kenya ruined RHOA? That's where we got.
Wait. Kenya is a vet, not an OG. Same for Candy. They need to take several seats back. They ruined RHOA. So
Kenya, who's given.
So who made RHOA? So give me the. So who's made RHOA outside of that? Because let me make sure that you understand that me and Barb were not Kenya fans. Like I didn't even like Kenya until she had Brooklyn. Like so, I became a Kenya fan, and I'm the same age as Kenya. So like literally, I didn't like Kenya because I think that she was like almost a bully. So for me, when it comes to Kenya and Candy ruining it, no. And they actually kept it going because who else was running the show? Who else kept the show afloat? Give me who kept the show afloat besides those two people. Please enlighten me, because Kenya is not my favorite. Kept the show afloat. Candy, I hate to see people hate on her because she literally kept the show floating. That's why they gave her a spinoff.
Candy, it's not even Candy as the person. Candy,
no.
People and a whole bunch of ideas and this and that and money and actual money and all the things. Like, she's actually really who she says she is. Same with Kenya, is really who she says she is, who she's been since forever before the show. So I'm just trying to understand.
I agree with Ray.
I'm trying to understand. Just really, I don't see it that way. I can't.
Pull up Ray's comment. Yeah, that's what I see.
Big issue here too, because it's like y'all claim, and I feel like ultimately, when I said before, like, no, I'm not even looking at Brit as the villain, because y'all should have known. Y'all allowed this to happen.
I'm either.
So, like, ultimately, if she does win this case,
I'm not gonna be mad at if she wins the case, but I literally, if that's not you, why is Kenya not here? Like, it's not you. Nobody showed you. You were in there. I'm trying to figure out, like,
makes no sense.
I'm trying to figure out why is there a faux pas at the end of this? How did we get to the fact that, hey, Brit, that's not her. That's D. She's not the one on the pictures as D, right? So if that's the case, then why didn't we figure that out earlier? Because that means we never saw the pictures. It's not her. Why did Kenya get fired again? Because literally, y'all, we didn't get to see the pictures. Y'all cease and desist everybody that was in there that could have took a picture of what they could have saw. We didn't get none of it. We got none of it. So why is Kenya fired? Why did Brit Edie wait I ain't never saw the pictures. That should have been a
Very-
first fucking thing you asked for. Let me
Weird.
see. Let me see. Let me see me SDing. Let me see the SD that I'm doing.
But
Let
that's
me see it.
everything that she's done up until this point, y'all, and then I need to talk about what Kenya said. Everything that Brit, like everything that she did coincided with, that was me. I because I know it was me, because I know I did those things, because so then she went on this whole like victim trope all season, then for no reason, even though she knew that it wasn't, but then she said that she was. And also too, like I know, like personally, like anything that I've done, like I know how I be moving in life, y'all.
Okay.
So at no point in time could Cutie call me and be like, "Hey, Barb, oh my God, they got those pictures of you skinny dipping in Miami, and you know, sucking some blonde hair boy's toes in a thong." Like that's never happened in my life.
Right.
So I wouldn't even like, I'm gonna be like, do you have the wrong number? Like, girl, why are you playing on my phone? Like, what are we talking? I wouldn't even like think I'm about to like, oh my God, why did that happen to me? Oh my God, I knew I should have deleted those pictures. Those pictures don't exist. So
right.
if she thought like that doesn't make sense, because even if you know that's not you, then why would you act like it was you? / how many sets of ultimately. And that's not me shaming sex workers or anything like that. Do what you want to do at the end of the day. But you then like mistaking that, then you would if it wasn't you, then you would have known from the get-go that it wasn't you, and you wouldn't have responded in that way. You would have been like, you would have brushed it off like any other sane person that knows how they be moving through life. That's another thing. And again, we missed out on other things when we were just busy watching you talk out your nose or not be able to talk out your nose all season. Like it's just and yeah, production plays a huge part in it. And ultimately we've seen it with the Jen Shaws, with the Anekas, with the Sweet Teas, with the Gunica Garcias. We've seen it with so many people. Like how many times? It was a matter of time.
Well, your second hand. You was 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you went to your second. Like we don't like. We're on to y'all. And
the same people that let back in Phaedra of all people and acted like that, just let her back in with open arms, pretty much. Like what are y'all doing down there? Because you're not listening to us, the viewers, clearly, and the numbers report that. It's just it's all over the place.
It's crazy.
I do agree. Nene did put the Real Housewives on the map.
Everybody knows that. That's not new.
I can't agree that and ultimately, just like we said,
Candy ruined. Wait, you said so. You when you say Candy ruined RHOA, right? So go from Nene when she left, and then go from Candy when she came on and stayed on. Ruined, they would be off. Ruin would be off. So that's a conflict of interest for me. Because she's a booty licker for Andy, right? So for me, Nene was she licked a couple of boots too. Let's be clear. She didn't go by without licking a couple of boots. Let's be clear. There's a lot of boot lickers. There's a lot of fucking glass lickers for sure. What the problem is that Nene, the last time she was on, she shut her laptop in our faces. I don't know if you remember that, but that was a slap to all the viewers' faces. Never mind her coworkers, because if that's your coworkers and you can get past them, you close the laptop on us, because they don't give a fuck if you close the laptop. You close it on us. So for you to say that, yeah, she built that she is a big part of that, but she also gave her ass to kiss. So, and then when it comes to Candy carried the show so much that she had a spinoff, a couple of spinoffs. Like to be honest, let's be clear. She had her wedding. She had a wedding and she had OLFP. Like
and
or Candy in the Gang. So let's not discredit Candy for what she brings to the table too, being the fact that she's already famous. She's already famous. Don't need the show because let's be clear, she's going for her. She's trying to get an EGOT. Who else on the show is trying to get an EGOT? Not nobody. So when you say that Candy ruined the show, girl, bye. And I'll say girl, bye with all the due respect because you're on my channel and I appreciate you listening to us. But when I say girl, bye, nah, girl, bye. Like, you cannot say that. And she has spinoffs. Just like whack-ass Portia had spinoffs on some bullshit, and she exploited the family. Exploited them. And it wasn't her family so much, it was Dennis's family. So when you say that Candy didn't bring nothing in, it's the demise of, you didn't use those words, that's my words, but literally, like, no, she kept that shit going, and we're still here for Brit Edie to sue Bravo, get Kenya fired, to say that she wasn't on the goddamn pictures. If y'all don't get out of my face, if y'all don't stop. And Kenya was coming for me with my ring, and it was my second wedding ring. No, it wasn't. Stop. Brit, take a moment and woosah and stop acting like Kenya thought about you. She didn't.
It was the other way around.
She didn't. You wanted your claws to be sucking her, and it's okay. If this girl don't give me the business, I'm gonna go to this girl. All the OGs, I'm coming for the OGs. Go ahead, pretty girl. Go ahead. But look where you at. $20 million later, lawsuit, and not come to the reunion. And you got our favorite, not favorite, because it's not my favorite. You got some of the favorites fired. You, girl, go.
For no reason. I love your videos are always on point. I've been wondering, do you think Brit also added to the hostile environment, especially considering how she treated others? Brit was the hostile environment.
It is. Bang, bang.
Not to say that the other ladies don't have the flaws. It's not to say that other people didn't add things that were unnecessary to the mix, but she literally, when have we ever seen a show where people can threaten, whistles, the type of objects that she was saying that she supposedly had been trying to act like she didn't have, but then at the same time was like, oh, I don't go nowhere without my pistol. So it's just so many inconsistencies around this girl and so many questions and all these things. And it's like, if they would have nipped it in the bud when they should have, then we wouldn't even be talking. We'd be talking about something else right now, I'm sure. So this is just, that's another mistake that they shouldn't have let occur, but somehow they let it occur. And this is why we're in the boat we're in. I feel like rebuttal, Brit didn't know it wasn't her because Kenya said it was her. Production, Bravo, NBC, Universal, all need to be sued. They said it was her. What the hell? That's another thing though, going back to Brit specifically. Again, I mean, I know that I know how I get down and how I don't get down. So again, I wouldn't even need to, bat an eye if something like that was to pop up in my life. However, hypothetically speaking, if I was in this situation, I would verify this, and it wouldn't take a year or however long or whatever. I would have verified that was me. I wouldn't just go off of whatever. I would have still been in that bitch. How about that? I would have been in there like, where's that? Point me that, like, I wouldn't have left and been, oh no, I'd have been up in there. What happened? Let me see. Like, I would have needed to see that. So that was just weird to me. Another question: what did Brit do to Kenya? Explain faking a corn type humiliation at her salon opening. Again, I didn't agree with how Kenya handled it.
That was stupid.
But before she took it down that road, had they did what they should have did, if it was anybody else, whether it be freaking Tamara and OC, whether it been freaking Alexia down there in Miami, whether it been Giselle, whoever it was, like if that would have happened, I feel like to anybody else on any other franchise at any given time, like they would have more than likely.
Sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, stop. God.
They would nosy. She's so nosy.
They would have handled it differently. I like to think like you can't just be that's creating a hostile environment is bringing up pew pews and whips. Like, well, she started it. Kenya didn't give her no type of bad energy when she stepped on this show. It was her that kept gumming up to Kenya, being weird and making a mountain out of molehill. And even when Kenya tried to like, I see what you're trying to do, girl. You're trying to make a moment. I ain't about to let you get that off. She tried to get her up off her subtly, and she wind up, taking it the complete opposite direction. Again, I don't agree with that, but we gotta really. I wish that we could come to some kind of common understanding of how we got to this point, though, prior to that, because I mean, I like to think we all watch the same show, and that girl was on some weirdo stuff when it came to Kenya, to the point that I was like dissecting. I was like, did she come on here? Like, did she come on here because she like is just genuinely obsessed, or does she have like an agenda? And like Kelly was gonna go after this one, Portia, and then she was gonna go after that. Like I'm over here, like figure out why she was being so fucking weird. And lo and behold, the next thing we know, then she like flips and we're like in this situation. She seems like very much a grifter, very much just a weirdo type of person. And it's not even just the stuff with Kenya. It's like the other little bits and pieces that we've seen up in her life. Something in the milk ain't clean.
No, seriously.
When it comes to that girl. We're going on episode fucking 14. What the fuck does her husband do? We still don't know. She's off the show. We still don't know.
He makes faces like
we don't know what he does for a living. We don't know where they get their money from or don't. That all these like other like you still owe the country club, you lying on decorators.
Oh, they owe the country club.
Really a weird energy. She bought some weird energy, man.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yep. Britannica says she got pics out there like the ones Kenya showed. So how she sues somebody else for her own doing embarrassing. Yeah, it's like you're like, girl, you don't agree with what Kenya did, but it's like it's just very, very coincidental timing. Anyone who Candy is literally jealous. Hey, Bianca Blaze. Candy did nothing wrong. Y'all hate her money and life and free lifestyle.
You said it. I'm just second that emotion.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I'm gonna second that emotion.
Candy's not like, don't get me wrong. I don't think that like, am I gonna be like, yeah, oh my God, like Candy is my girl? Like, was I coming down here every Sunday? Like, she's the one out the group like that I go up for? No, but I've always respected her as a businesswoman. I've always respected her because she's still in good standing with the network. She's about her coin. She's about, her family. She's about all the things. I always can give credit where credit's due. You always find that down here on my channel. And Kenya and Candy, I have to give credit where credit's due. What they added to this show is directly in line with who I like to think have presented themselves to be. Brit, I don't know who she is. She's presented herself all weird. And
we don't know her or her husband.
It actually freaks me out because it's like it's unnecessary lies, I feel like, with her, and people that unnecessarily lie unprovoked like that freak me out. Because why are you lying?
Right. Why you always lying?
No, you can't use girl. So explain your reasoning. Brit literally is the victim. Mock her voice, but she didn't show anyone naked pics. Is this too complicated? I think that I got to turn that back on.
What makes Brit the victim? Because they put pictures out that it's not her. What makes her the when was she a victim? Because literally now she's saying it's not her. So if that's not her, that makes her a non-victim, right? So besides the pictures of her, that's not her. What makes her a victim again? because we just told you that she came for Kenya, literally. Oh, this is my second ring. Girl, you literally are looking for moments. You're a stan and you're looking for moments, and we don't like that. We don't like that. So, miss me that this girl, Brit, is a victim. Miss me with all of it. But I'm going to let you explain to me how, if that's not her in the picture, I just looked at the picture. You just looked at the picture a year ago? You just looked at the picture. And now you're suing Bravo because I just looked at the picture. I just looked at the picture and it's not me. Bitch, get the fuck out of my face. Because you're not a victim. That's the first thing you should have did. Let me see what she brought up. Let me see what y'all saw. Let me see. You didn't do that. You know why? Because you're not a victim. You wanted the energy you got. You wanted to be famous. Bitch, get your fame and get the fuck out my face.
It's just weird. Let me catch up with these comments so then we can go to what Kenya said, y'all. See, Britannia tried to how she say she was subjected to defamation when she said Charles got a side baby. She's fraudulent.
Ben.
Yeah.
She gonna play the victim forever, right? She gonna play the victim, and she got fans that are gonna be, oh, she didn't do anything. Okay.
And another thing, Britannica said she had got pew pew fire for Kenya, owned up to it on Watch What Happens Live, but says she was subjected to a hostile work environment. Again, just it's so it's a crime in Georgia and many states in 2023 to 2025. You cannot do this because someone aggravates you. New laws. I mean, ethically, I would never, like, that's personally, I don't know if you caught.
Does that go to reality TV? Does that apply to reality TV, or are you talking about regular people? Because reality TV, that probably does not, not that it doesn't extend to that. Hey, girl, it doesn't extend to that. What it does mean that you're up on your laws, but when it comes to reality TV, which we are on, it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing, girl. Bye.
Well, no, I mean the laws are the laws.
It can be it's the law. Or what you say? 2023. Let's go back. 2023, 2025. How long have Housewives been on? And then get on my face.
Well, I'm pretty sure this person is trying to say is that you cannot just if we're talking about revenge P, you can't just do that because someone pisses you off. I totally agree with that. No one is denying the fact that what happened. I don't agree with how she being Kenya handled it. I would never have handled it like that. No, if somebody's actually conducting exposing like revenge P on somebody, by all means, then I don't condone that whatsoever. However, I don't think that this entire situation was as cut and dry as some may think it was. I think, again, that if anything, I will say if one was going to go, like I said in the beginning, then both should have left at that point. Britannia should pay her bills and stop filing frivolous lawsuits. Yeah, for someone who can't feed 25 people at a country club, going up against suing Bravo for 20 million is insane. But okay, Nails will be team too much and team not enough all at the same time. But I wish her and her credit score well. In that order, I totally agree with you. And honestly, Brit lying about her license was probably already being looked into before everything came out. I'm going to say something about that in a second. Exactly. I can respect her, but I'm not a Candy fan. It's irrelevant that Britannica said she has pew pew in heated moments. Point is, Kenya violated a real crime of Georgia. Revenge corn plus corporate HR violations. I can totally get behind you on that one, but again, I don't think that not enough emphasis was placed on what Brit did prior to Kenya's retaliation. Did Kenya think these pictures were actually Brittany? Kenya is definitely still in the wrong regardless of the situation. No, I don't agree with how she conducted herself, y'all. I've been saying that since it happened. Exactly, not a victim. Now is the key word, panel. You mean no one knew it wasn't Brit till now because she just found out. You can't litigate backwards. But why wouldn't she get to the bottom of that is my question. Like, it's just it's very, very befitting that quite frankly, what I assumed, what I thought could have definitely happened based on how certain people have conducted themselves this season. The way in which I thought it potentially has gone down is Brit got wind and caught and watched the last final episodes or whatever of the season, probably got access to that, they get access to it early and stuff like that. Probably didn't like how she was edited, probably has seen the nonstop backlash that she's gotten this season, knew she probably was more than likely not gonna get asked back, knew that, she's gotten she just has not been up there looking great at all. Like, and I'm not talking about physically, I'm just everything with her. She's not, it's not been good for her at all.
No, literally.
And I feel like from there she was like, all right, I'm gonna take him to town this way. And she seems like a weirdo person that would just, you never know with those types of people. You never know what road they're gonna take. So hey, Paul Griffin,
Paul.
Reality TV is a workplace environment subject to employment laws. FYI, no offense to host saying girl bye. I definitely, that's why I felt like when we start, it is a workplace environment. So when my coworkers over here talking about pews and whips, I'm gonna expect HR
to come in without me,
producers to come in and be like, and scene, and what's needed to be done from there.
The same way they said and scene.
It never happens when it comes to Kenya. For some reason, Kenya's never, I feel like she's always either getting put on pause because she didn't have her wedding on the show, or she's having to apologize or take classes or do like just all this extra stuff that I don't see other people being held to that same standard. Why is it different when it comes to her? When she's given so much, and even if she didn't give and she just was there doing her job, whatever, like you should treat everybody the same then, because it's a workplace, right? So then there shouldn't be any favorites, or everybody should be held to the same code of ethics, code of conduct.
Yeah, I agree.
Reality TV is it is.
It literally is.
How, Frankie, you are too sexy for that. Wait,
this is right. It's a quick weed, baby, because I just did it. Well, my daughter did it. I'm cutting it. I'm still cutting in it, but I appreciate you. I appreciate
you. It's not different when it comes to Kenya, especially on the rest of Bravo shows. No, I mean, we can go back and forth about certain people that I feel like have been not given a fair shake. But I've said that even before this season, that I don't like how they be doing Kenya. And I feel like one big catalyst that may have played a part in this when it comes to Kenya is I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't take too kindly to the interview she did last year with Carlos, and was talking about how how it's been for her and stuff like that. I feel like they might have not liked that too much. Maybe that could have played in part into some stuff potentially too. Like I said before, it's not unknown that she, obviously being the most senior there, was getting paid the most, very handsomely. She's been on there for 9, 10, how many seasons now? She making Mama is getting that good coin from Bravo. But in contrast, it's a workplace, right? It's a business, right? Business is business. So with all things considered, it's like, okay, is it cheaper to have 25 Brit Edie's and Kellys and all these new people versus paying Kenya a million or 2 million or however much her salary probably is at this point in time versus paying a newbie? We know that they don't get paid shit on their first seasons, so that's probably was an easy call for them as well. It's just so many ways this whole thing could have trickled down, y'all, and obviously we're all up here just speculating. We don't know, and I don't know if we'll ever really know. But at least we don't know today, and probably won't know tomorrow either. So we don't know how it came down, but something is crazy. Before I read the rest of these,
like,
let me
that's Kenya, so funny. Like a bit stay winning. Like literally, me and Barb, we're not Kenya fans. We are not, like, but literally, like I just said, I became a Kenya fan when she had her daughter, and when her and Portia had met up. I don't know whose event it was, and their daughters like kind of met. That's when I was like, okay, Kenya, because like literally, Kenya, to me, she was one of those ones that was looking for a moment, looking to, you know, get in her moment, and she didn't need to do that. That's why, to me, Kenya could have been a favorite without doing the shit she did, and so it made me look at her. It made me look at her weird. And when she did that, thank you, son. When she did that, I was like, I don't particularly like about her. And then me and Barb started. We started reviewing the seasons like maybe 2 years ago, and we both had the same sentiment, and then we both started liking her at the same time too. So it was like it was like a transition, and so I'm not a Kenyan fan like that. So when we come for Brit Greedy, doing what she did, I can't stand for that shit, because like I can't. I'm not gonna stand for that, because I feel like you had an agenda. You came for one of the OGs, and you think you got over, and you think you about to get 20 million, bitch. No, the fuck you not. No, the fuck you not.
This is a great point, and this is kind of what I was trying to get at earlier, where they've dropped the ball when it came to just several different people, but going in this direction that you're saying right here, yeah, the Toms from Vanderpump Rules, Leah McSweeney, we've heard so much about that lawsuit. Ultimate Girls Trip, heard about the Brandy and Caroline Manzo and types of things. We've heard, like, you know, scuttlebutt about like so many things that it was only, to me, it's more so, I'm more so, again, looking at the network, and that's not to absolve any specific person from their part in things, but ultimately, yeah, it's y'all were supposed to have things in order, and you didn't have things in order. Are you supposed to, Bravo? Like, what's going on? Especially to have came off of such a long hiatus with this, and then and then now we're at this point, like, why am I even, I shouldn't even watch, like, at this point, because it's just it's actually nothing so-called ghetto about Black reality shows. The palm ones are worse. You know, it's us who tank our own.
I can see what you're saying, but if we're on an all Black reality show, who's tanking what? We're all Black, so the tank gonna come from whatever you're bringing. So if we're looking at an all Black reality show, and we're not gonna look at it for other than it's a Black reality show, the weakest link is gonna be the weakest link, right? So the weakest link in this scenario is Brit Edie. She's the last one to come on. She tried to come for OG. It worked for a moment, and now, bitch, you got a $20 million lawsuit, girl. You're not going to get 20 million. Let's be clear, because this happened a year ago. You had ample time before the reunion yesterday, for you to not go to the reunion and launch a $20 million lawsuit. Go if you don't get out of my face. If you don't, she don't get the fuck out of my face. And I need a shot. And I'm waiting for one of my kids to bring it to me, because I'm fucking pissed off that Kenya, who is not one of my favorites, I don't even go up for Kenya like that. She's not one of my favorites. She was put off the show for putting up a picture of someone on the show to tell us that it's not her. Girl, I'm punching the air. I ain't touching the fucking air. I'm punching the air. I'm about to go downstairs. I'm about to buy me a whole punching bag, but I'm about to go lift some weights. I'm about to go squat. I don't even do sit-ups. I'm about to go do some sit-ups. I'm mad. Like, irritating.
When in Rome, which you look absolutely gorgeous.
I love that name. That's so cute. I love that name.
Chiquetto, and we love it. I don't know. That just made me laugh so hard.
That is a beautiful name. I love it.
Passionate Polly. Do you think Bravo is happy Kenya is gone, or do y'all think they will bring her back for season 17? I'm about to read her statement right now. Ooh, and with that, I kind of am thinking, like, no, I knew we would see her again. I didn't know in what capacity. I will say, though, at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if they're kind of looking at her even more from like a distance, because with this lawsuit and stuff like that, they might see her as a liability / with this going on and stuff like that. If, and that's me taking my own feelings, my own thoughts, my own biases, all those things out of it. If Brit does have a real lawsuit on her hands and they gotta, battle it out with her, this was also done, or it may have not gotten to that level if Kenya didn't add her addition into the situation. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're looking at it from that point of like, no, like you caused some issues for us. We emblazoned in a whole lawsuit now. No, like, we don't even need those type of problems. So you stay gone. I would hate to see that happen. Ultimately, I hate how all this has happened, even up until this point when it comes to Kenya, because I personally feel like, even though I was not always a day one fan of hers, that she's done enough on the show for the show, that she still should have left on a high. Like I always love to see the ladies leave on a high note, and unfortunately, she didn't do that as of right now, unfortunately. So yeah. Very, very unfortunate. But let me read this and then I'll leave you with that. With the statement, and then you guys let us know in the comments what you guys think. But Kenya did respond, as you guys have probably read by now. I'm disappointed to not be a part of RHOA 16 reunion taping today. Please know I take full accountability for my actions and deeply apologize to all those affected, including Brittany, the cast, crew, guests, and viewers. I look forward to seeing you all back on Bravo soon. That's what Kenya wrote. And like I said, I think we don't know how this is all going to shake in the end, but she said, I look forward to seeing you all back on Bravo soon. I never thought that she was straight up fired or anything like that. I just thought, like, obviously they don't know what this was a situation even before the last 2 days. So I'm sure they were trying to figure out how they're going to go about everything before they proceeded. Yeah. And then finally, y'all, I will leave you with
what you gonna leave them with, sis? What you gonna leave them with?
With what Brit said in her lawsuit, because
please enlighten me.
Yeah, that's a whole thing, and it's so here we go, y'all. Sorry, there's so many links. I had it pulled up earlier, and of course now I need it. Y'all make sure you have hit that like button. We've been up here
please and thank you
for a long time, and we would love it if you hit that like button for us.
And share us, please. Share us with your peoples.
Here we are. Okay. So, this isn't the page. So as you can see, y'all, on June 6, 2024, there's a specific part in here that I wanted to pay attention to. Audience approximately of 200 people. The cast member also displayed posters containing written false and defamatory statements regarding plaintiff and her occupation, as well as an explicit photograph depicting a woman engaged in graphic sexual conduct. The cast member falsely claimed that the photograph depicted the plaintiff. Plaintiff was not present when the photograph was presented and did not see the explicit photograph until after certain of these events were aired on Bravo nearly a year later. She did say somewhere in here, I believe, should defendant fail to appear, that she wants like the episode taken down stuff. Oh,
wait, Brit, you want the episode now? Brit, this is Brit.
Despite plaintiff's repeated requests prior to the airing of the episode at issue that defendant show her the photograph, defendants refused to do so. By way of foregoing, defendants contributed to a hostile work environment for plaintiff and Schmexual SH plaintiff by subjecting. She says something or other, but I'm gonna drop this in the description box, y'all, so you can get a closer glimpse of what all is in here. But I hope we summarized exactly our stance on things, our feelings on things, all of the above, y'all. This is a lot, and I feel like it's not the last
beginning.
So y'all, again, shout out to everybody who was in the chat.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all. It's a Friday night. Just got paid. She didn't. I didn't either. But just got paid. Friday night. So we appreciate y'all.
Yeah, y'all, we appreciate you. Make sure you are liking on both channels. Again, subscribe to both channels. Yes. I just noticed that this has been backwards this whole time. Sorry.
Backwards.
My background is backwards because there it is. Nonetheless, y'all, like, comment, subscribe, share.
Shout out come on Fridays, y'all. We're early weekers.
Shout out to everybody who's watching on X. Yes. And yeah, we can continue the conversation in the comments below. And yeah, we'll see y'all in the next one.
Bye, guys. Thank you, Bart, for hosting me. Thank you. I appreciate you.